I have done videos like this in the past, but I just wanted to make sure, because I'm getting a few new subscribers, that you didn't miss on this great little tip. Now, I have some mint growing outside, and I'm terrible at growing mint, but look, these are starting. You just want to take things that you want to root and remove the leaves, and then hopefully you can see here just those little pieces. Uh-oh, one of the last little camellia blooms. I love camellias, and they poop out as soon as it gets hot. Darn it. Well, it's still pretty. Okay, so there are the mint ones that just started a few days ago. And then I bought basil, just lemon basil at the store, and that one is starting to root. I need to remove more of these leaves. They actually were rooting when I bought them at the store, so you can see why I picked this batch. But oftentimes, see, they start rooting on their own. So you can get cuttings and grow them in a bathroom window or a kitchen window, a balcony, anything like that. I hope that you can see these little roots all starting. And just remove some of the extra leaves so that they put that power into making new roots. And these are obviously the leaves that you can use for cooking or burritos or whatever you're going to use them for. So you get like a double duty. You get to use the basil. Oh, it smells so good when you work with it. And all of these, well, most, I will say, let's see, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Oh, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to bonk you. Okay, let's count these up because I need to remove. Sometimes they can get pretty stubborn. Use a little pair of scissors. And you just let them root and then put them in some good compost. Or even for roots, you could put them in something very, very basic, like a sandy mix or something. They don't need a lot until they start to really grow. And then they'll need some added nutrients, which you could give them with some good compost that you've made from your kitchen, or even compost tea or some sort of FPJ. I will show you another video on FPJ. It's fermented plant juice. And yes, it gets stinky and smelly. Have you ever like put something like this and it fell into a jar and you left it somewhere and it got that brown goopy yuck and it kind of smelled bad? That's FPJ, fermented plant juice. You're smelling the little microorganisms in there as they ferment and break down the plant bacteria. But that is yum-yums for plants. So you could easily make some of that and then put it into a glass jar, seal it up, and keep it cool and dark. And I have some. Hold on, I'll grab that. And you could grow a little bit. You could grow them actually in a mixture of that also. You don't have to have even soil. If you feel like, I've talked to some people where they're like, I don't have dirt. I don't have good dirt. And there's one of my mint. Now this one didn't start so well, but we're still going to try. I'm a big failure at mint. I know a lot of people are great at growing mint. I am not one of you. So everybody kind of has their forte. So look at all of that. My gosh, I've got a lot to make. So this, hang on, I just saw it this morning. There it is. Okay. This is, as you can see, FPJ. Do not eat. Don't eat it. It's green. It has some little SCOBY-ish type pieces in there. I don't know if you can see them. But this is really good for the plants. So if we wanted, we could put a few drops of this, and I will get a few drops. I have a dropper. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, I do. So in your container, you could put a little bit of this in. It's going to seal itself up. And just a drop. There we go. Because that's going to be something that will make the water, whoo, that's a stinker. That'll make the water want to kind of go bad a little quicker, but the plants will absorb it. So tomorrow in the evening, I will go ahead and change this water out. It looks perfectly full right now. And these will continue to root, and then we'll be able to either keep rooting them in a nutrient-rich water base, or you could put them into soil. So either which way. I have some basil. Let me grab that. I'll show you what it looked like from last year. It's ready to grow seed. Okay. So you can see that this is pretty much finished. So that's why I went ahead and bought more. But I could let this go, and this is going to make, whoop, got little buggies in there, basil seeds, or it should, if the little bees went out there and pollinated. And these smell good. Wow, do those smell good. So what I like to do actually is take these sort of stalks that nobody uses. These stalks will be a little bit bitter, still have a very strong basil flavor, but these make really good tea. So this actually mixed with some of those mint leaves that I just had, this with mint and a little bit of lemon would make an excellent tea. So keep that in mind as well. You can get started with herbs and your own teas in the tiniest little space, I promise. Or you could go super big and grow a big garden. I mean, it doesn't matter sort of your space. It just has to do with your desire to do it and the effort that it's going to take. But I promise you can get started making some of your own teas and spices, and that's a way to be more self-sufficient and care for your health, for yourself and your family. Okay, so here we are, not quite 2 weeks later, and look, the mint and the basil have all done extremely well. I did not change this water out except for once, and I kept the fermented plant juice, just a few drops in here. I think I put 3 drops in. Anyway, here's the mint, and here's the basil. This is just basil from the store. This is mint that I got from my own cuttings. And so this basil is kind of going to provide for the next year for me. So I'm going to use some of these on my burritos for lunch, but also these will go into some soil today because they're ready. And I will plant these about, this one can go a little more shallow, but this one has a good leaf structure here, and these will turn into roots as well. And same with this one. But like this one where the roots are just basically on the bottom, I won't bury that all the way up. So these are ready to go into the soil. Look at that. I think they all, this one, it's mint, and it could go a little longer actually in there. This is ready to go in the soil. That one, see how I could plant that a little further up to include these little leaf nodes, and those make roots quite nicely. So that's the basil. This one needs longer. This one's ready. This one could go a little longer too. This one looks pretty good. I'll take those leaves for my lunch. I'm going to go that one a little longer as well. This one is definitely ready to plant. Just be sure you use your nails or scissors, something sharp to cut those little leaf nodes off, because you don't want, ooh, that's lunch. So these guys should be cut either with scissors or something very sharp. You don't want to drag or pull. Just go ahead and, yeah, that needs a little longer too. So I've only got one of those mints that's really ready to pot up, and this mint will go a little bit longer in the water. So awesome. Look at that. All that basil and all that mint basically for free from what you've gotten from the store. I got this several years ago at the store as well, and then I just keep growing it and then making more cuttings. And it's a wonderful way to provide for yourself, even in a teensy weensy place. This place where I work is super small, but you can grow things in a window or a balcony or just an outside shelf, even outside a window.